Amy Choi's grief explodes in Salem, and Holly Jonas ends up standing directly in the fire. This Days of Our Lives recap for May 14 centers on one heartbreaking and dangerous question. If Sophia is presumed gone, who will Amy blame for the pain she cannot survive? The answer, at least for now, is Holly. The emotional weight begins at the police station, where Jada has the painful job of telling Amy and Jason Choi that the search for Sophia is changing. It is no longer being treated as a rescue effort, it is now becoming a recovery operation. For any parent, that kind of news is almost impossible to hear. Amy cannot accept it. She screams that Sophia is not gone. She refuses to let those words become real, and in that moment her reaction is not calm, logical, or controlled. It is a mother fighting against the worst sentence she could ever hear. Jada tries to reassure Sophia's parents that everything possible is still being done, but reassurance does not reach Amy. Not now. Not while the police are speaking about her daughter as someone they may not bring home alive. Jason reacts differently. He is devastated too, but he is trying to hold himself together. He understands that Jada is doing her job, and that only makes Amy angrier. Once they are alone, Amy turns on Jason for being too understanding. To her, even a small amount of acceptance feels like betrayal. Jason explains that he is hurting too. He does not want to believe Sophia could be gone either. But Amy draws a hard line. Unless there is proof, she will not believe their little girl is dead. That denial becomes important later because Amy's grief does not stay inside the police station. It follows her straight to Holly. At the Kyriakis mansion, Holly is already emotionally stretched thin. She is worried about failing her test, and Tate is trying to help her calm down. He gets her to breathe, to slow herself down, to come back from that panic spiral. For a brief moment, it works.
Then Amy walks in, and everything changes. Amy tells Tate and Holly that the police now presume Sophia is dead and that they are looking for her body. Tate and Holly both say they are sorry, but Amy only accepts Tate's sympathy. She does not believe Holly. That one choice says everything about where Amy's anger has landed. To Amy, Holly is not just another teenager caught in a horrible situation. Holly is the person she connects to Sophia's pain. And because Amy cannot control the search, cannot undo what happened, and cannot bring Sophia back by force of will, she reaches for the one thing she can still do. She can blame. Holly, though, does not respond with quiet guilt. She snaps. And this is where the scene becomes more complicated than simple grief against guilt. Holly says she is not sorry Sophia is gone, because it means Sophia cannot hurt her again. It is a brutal thing to say in front of Sophia's mother, especially when Sophia is only presumed dead.
But Holly is not speaking like someone trying to comfort a grieving parent. She is speaking like someone who still feels wounded, defensive, and cornered. Tate tries to calm things down. He can feel the situation getting dangerous. But Holly is too upset to stop. She lashes out at Tate too, angry that anyone could think she should be blamed. Holly insists that all she did was vent online like any other teenager. In her mind, Sophia made bad choices, and Holly refuses to carry the blame for them. That is the emotional clash at the heart of this DOOL recap. Amy is drowning in grief, Holly is drowning in resentment, and neither one is in a place where they can hear the other. Amy hits back with sarcasm, calling out Holly like she thinks Holly sees herself as innocent, and then the scene turns colder. Sarah arrives just in time to hear Amy threaten Holly. Amy says that if Sophia is truly gone, she will make sure Holly grows old in Stateville for what Holly did to her. That threat changes the whole mood. This is no longer just a grieving mother yelling in pain. Amy is talking about prison. She is talking about punishment. She is putting Holly's future in the same sentence as Sophia's possible death. And for Holly, that threat breaks through the anger. Sarah steps in before it goes any further. She tells Amy she is sorry for her loss and understands that she is in terrible pain, but she also makes it clear that Amy needs to leave. Sarah's timing matters. She does not attack Amy, she does not dismiss her grief, but she protects Holly from a confrontation that has become too intense and too dangerous. After Amy is led out, Holly collapses emotionally in Tate's arms. That image is important, because no matter how angry Holly sounded moments earlier, she is still shaken. She is still young. She is still caught inside a situation that is bigger than anything she knows how to handle. And Tate is left in the middle again. He is connected to Holly. He is connected to Sophia's story. And now he has watched Amy turn her grief into a direct threat. For Day's recap today, viewers, this is the kind of Salem conflict that does not end with one argument. Amy's words are not small. Holly's reaction is not small either. And Sophia's presumed fate now hangs over every person in this orbit. The tragedy is not only what may have happened to Sophia, it is what her disappearance is doing to everyone left behind. While Amy and Holly's confrontation carries the heaviest emotional punch, the rest of Salem is also dealing with pressure, fear, and fragile new beginnings. At the hospital, Shawn is being released. Sarah tells him he can go, and she has already updated Jada. That detail quietly connects Shawn's next step to Jada, and it becomes clear that their bond is starting to move into a more personal space. Nearby, Johnny is still focused on Chanel. Chanel wants to take him home, but Johnny refuses to leave because she has a biopsy. He wants to stay for her. That is a smaller scene compared to the Holly and Amy explosion, but it still matters. Johnny's choice shows support at a frightening moment. A biopsy brings uncertainty. It brings waiting. It brings the kind of fear that sits quietly in a room even when nobody says too much. While Chanel is with Sarah, Johnny and Shawn cross paths in the waiting area. Then Jada arrives, visibly upset. Shawn and Johnny can tell something is wrong. Jada shares that she has just had to tell Amy and Jason Choi that Sophia is most likely dead. This moment pulls the episode's main tragedy back into the hospital. Jada is a police officer, but she is not made of stone. Delivering that kind of news to parents leaves a mark, and Shawn sees that. Later, at Jada's place, she helps Shawn settle into the guest room. She has even had his clothes and books brought over. Shawn appreciates it, but he does not want to take advantage. Jada teases him with a coy line, saying she would not mind if he took advantage of her. Then she says she is just teasing. But Shawn teases back, saying that is too bad. The flirtation is light, but it is not meaningless. After the darkness of Sophia's presumed death and the heartbreak surrounding Amy, this scene gives Salem a softer beat. Jada and Shawn are not making a grand declaration. They are simply letting a spark show. And sometimes on Days of Our Lives, that first spark can be just as telling as a confession. At the Hernandez house, Gabi and Ari face their own emotional clash. Gabi is hurt when Ari accuses her of acting like a helicopter mother. Ari explains that when she was in Arizona, her dads were so protective that if she was gone for more than an hour, they would start calling everyone. So now, with Gabi trying to control her choices, Ari feels trapped all over again. But Ari's pain runs deeper than rules. She tells Gabi that it has always been all about her. She says it is too late for Gabi to suddenly play supermum and asks to be left alone. That cuts Gabi hard. Gabi reminds Ari how painful it was to be separated from her while she was in prison. Ari admits she knows Gabi was not gone on purpose, but she also makes it clear that Gabi cannot fix lost time by trying to control her life now. Then Liam comes up. Gabi immediately reacts. She wants to know why Ari is even talking about him. Ari pushes back, pointing out that she supports Gabi and Philip, so she does not understand why Gabi cannot give her the same respect. Gabi cannot believe Ari would defend someone like Liam, but Ari insists that Liam is a good person, a good father, and someone trying to better himself. Gabi's concern is clear. She is not just trying to win an argument, she is afraid Ari will get hurt. She asks Ari to think about what kind of relationship she truly wants and whether Liam can give that to her. Ari admits she does not know.
Then she says, "The heart wants what it wants."
That answer is emotional, but it is also risky. Gabi knows that kind of thinking. She remembers being young and not wanting to listen. She tells Ari she had to learn through pain and mistakes. Ari asks Gabi to let her learn from her own, and surprisingly, Gabi softens. She still does not want Ari's heart broken, but she steps back. That does not mean she approves, it means she is beginning to understand that control will only push Ari further away. Then Ari brings up Stefan, and Gabi reveals something important. Philip did digging in Alemania and found that her divorce papers were forged. That means Gabi is Stefan's widow and could possibly be an heir to Stefano's money. But for Gabi, the emotional truth matters more than the money. She believes Stefan loved her until the very end. That scene gives Gabi's warning to Ari more weight. Gabi knows love can be powerful. She also knows it can leave scars. Still, the heart of this Peacock Days of Our Lives recap remains Amy's threat against Holly. Because Amy is not simply grieving quietly, she is looking for someone to answer for Sophia's presumed fate. Holly is not simply apologizing and stepping back, she is defending herself with anger, pain, and resentment. And Tate is caught between sympathy, fear, and the person crying in his arms. Sarah may have ended the confrontation for now, but she did not erase the damage. Amy heard Holly say she was not sorry Sophia was gone. Holly heard Amy threaten to send her to Stateville, and Tate witnessed both. That is the kind of emotional collision Salem does not forget quickly. Even if Sophia's final fate still depends on what the search reveals, the relationships around her are already cracking. So now the question is this: did Holly's angry words just make Amy more determined to destroy her future? Subscribe for daily Days of Our Lives spoilers, DOOL recap videos, and Days of Our Lives updates. And tell me what you think. Was Holly defending herself, or did she go too far in front of Sophia's mother?